Good morning, or good whatever time it is wherever you are. Here now, it is Monday morning at 8:30, and today is a good day, and I'm feeling pretty good, and I hope you are too. If you're watching this on replay, feel free to skip ahead to about 3.5 minutes because I got to do setup and let some people come in for the stream. So feel free to do that. I'm gonna go fix my links here. I gotta set up a couple more links too. Let's see. How's your day going? How was your Easter weekend? I don't know if you celebrate Easter, but Easter weekend's always good. It's kind of nice even if you don't. A lot of people spend time with their families, and it just feels kind of like a hopeful time. There we go. I'll say it this way, a good way. That's pretty good, right? Yeah. All right. And I wanted to see this guy he had a post with a bunch of good. I wanted to get all these Donald Trump Truth Social posts, and he had a post with a bunch of these in a row. That's another good one. I need one more here, and then it'll be about time to start. Let's see if I can find it. I know it's here somewhere. There we go. That should do it. All right. Yeah, today should be pretty good. I want to talk about the negotiation filter because it boggles my mind. Boggles my mind that people still don't, after 10 years of Trump dominating world politics, people still don't get it. They still don't get it. So, all right, I'm going to start in just a minute. Clear my throat. All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Daily Upgrade with Jason Andrews. My name is Jason Andrews, and I'm a hypnotist, which is pretty great because I know how to change things on the inside to make things better, to fix things. And I'm sure you like that, and that's why you're here to make things better. And that's what I'm here for, too. And today, I want to talk about the negotiation filter. And as I talk about it, I'm going to be doing some hypnosis work under the hood, rewiring your brain in real time. Okay. So that's pretty cool. So the first thing we're going to do, let's just reset for a second. We're going to take a big deep breath in, hold it for a moment, and let everything go. All right, ready? All right, breathe in. Hold it, and now let everything go. Good. Now we're just going to take all those thoughts all over the place, wherever your mind has been today up to this point. We're just going to take all of those things and bring them in here. So you can focus in. Now, I want to talk about the The negotiation filter. I'll bring that back up in just a moment. The negotiation filter. So if you've been following me, or if you followed Scott Adams for any amount of time or read any of his books, you understand the concept of filters. And a filter is a way, it's like a standing set of processes in your mind that will literally filter in and filter out things, interpretations of events, right? Whatever's going on, you will interpret those events through your filters. Now, most people only have one or two filters. That's it. That's all they got. And so they are very predictable. And you kind of, their world doesn't shift much, and they're not super flexible. But there are other people who can have multiple filters. And this is one of the biggest things I learned by being a hypnotist, right? Most of the time, when somebody's got a problem in their life, a persistent issue that they can't fix, something external that just won't budge no matter what they do, something that's usually based on something internal. And that's usually based on the filters. And when you alter the filter and expand it, more options come through. And those options were always actually there. They always were there, but now you have access to them. And so I learned early on that filters can be very limiting. And I thought, well, I'm just going to get rid of all my filters. Not a great idea. I mean, again, maybe if you're like some guru who has achieved ego transcendence and you can just, accept all sensory input at once with no problems. Okay, good. Good for you. But for most people, you need some filters or you go a little bit crazy. So then I settled on, okay, well, let's have a filter, like a set of filters that we can swap in and out as necessary. Right? Doesn't that seem pretty useful? Okay, well, for this situation, I'm going to use this filter, and for that situation, I'm going to use that filter, and this, right? And at first, it's a little disconcerting because it's inconsistent, because from one filter you would understand something one way, and from another filter you might understand something another way. Okay, I'll give you the most obvious example is the liberal and the conservative filters, two completely different filters. Now, there's some overlap, but not a whole lot in a lot of ways, and so same actual happenings and different understandings. The value of this comes from the idea that if I tend to think in one filter, I can apply someone else's filter and understand where they're coming from. Okay, so that's one benefit. Another benefit is if you can use multiple filters, you can kind of triangulate the things that are true across all the filters. If something is true across multiple filters, then it's probably really, really reliable in terms of you can rely that, hey, this is probably accurate and it will help predict things in the future. So this is filters and how they work. And you may already be familiar with this. So today I want to talk about a specific filter for use in understanding what is going on with the most interesting and attention and energy gathering human on the planet, Donald Trump. All right. And it's the negotiation filter. Now, I'm not sure anybody else has really talked about this before. Maybe they have. But in the final analysis, Donald Trump is a negotiator. In fact, he wrote the book, The Art of the Deal. And when you understand that, you start to try out understanding things that he's doing and saying through that filter. Because so many people, particularly on the left, but also others as well, they can't find a strategy in anything that he's doing. He's erratic, he's crazy, he's stupid. I don't think he's any of those things. I mean, even at the age that he's at now, upper 70s or whatever it is, he still seems pretty sharp to me. Now, maybe, I don't know, there may be a little degradation there, at that age, but he still seems to have a coherent strategy to me. And we've noticed this too, right? It's been going on for 10 years. And yet, the man racks up so many wins over the last 10 years, hasn't he? I mean, some really incredibly impressive things. He ended the Bush political dynasty. He ended it. They've been silent for 10 years. What a huge, like, that's mind bogglingly powerful of an achievement. He beat Clinton and the entire Clinton Soros machine. Another enormous issue, another enormous accomplishment. He got North Korea and South Korea to talk. Do you remember that? That was in his first term. And one of the ways he did that is he sent Dennis Rodman, the basketball player, over to North Korea. You guys remember this? He sent Rodman over there because apparently Dennis Rodman was popular in North Korea or something. I don't know. And when he sent him over there, he said he gave Rodman a copy of his book, The Art of the Deal, and had him give it to the North Korean leadership. I mean, there's photos of this. There's actual photos of Dennis Rodman carrying Trump's book over to North Korea. Why? Because he wanted the North Koreans and Kim Jong-un, I believe it was at that time, he wanted them to understand, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is the negotiation template. This is the negotiation filter. So understand what I'm doing through this lens. Right? Maybe I should look that up. I'm sure I could find a picture of Dennis Rodman holding The Art of the Deal in North Korea. But then he got North Korea and South Korea to talk. There's this big ceremony where they walked across the line. They hadn't done that in generations. Huge win. After Biden got the presidency, Donald Trump won again. I mean, the guy, it's just shocking to me what the guy's been able to accomplish. And yet, there are still lots of people who say he's stupid, erratic, lucky. For 10 years with some of the richest, most powerful, most well-funded organizations in the world, all trying to take him out, and he still wins. I'm sorry, it's not plausible. That's not plausible. So there's something else, and I think it's this negotiation filter. I think it's the negotiation filter. Now, in regards to Iran, I've been thinking about this, and I think the Trump admin I think some of their expectations did not pan out in terms of, I think the situation got more difficult than they expected it was going to be. And I think there's been a lot of adjusting on the fly. I think that's definitely something that has happened. I don't think this is plan A. I think they were hoping for a regime change, a quick regime change. That didn't happen. So I don't know. But that doesn't mean there's not a strategy there. I mean, because they game these out multiple levels of, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? They game it all out. So the negotiation filter. Now, let me bring all this together. This is from a few days ago. You can't see it. Hold on a second. There we go. This is from a few days ago. Oh, it's the wrong, no. Hold on. Let me fix this. Is that the right one? Strait of Hormuz? Yeah. This was from several days ago. This was when Iran's military forces and missiles have been substantially degraded. I think there are things that I've read, they're down to about a third of their power now, and they're really low on missiles or something like that. But the Strait of Hormuz, where all the oil flows through that goes to Asia and the Middle East, it's still locked down for anyone that Iran doesn't want to go through there. Okay. So he says, all those countries that can't get jet fuel because of the Strait of Hormuz, like the United Kingdom, which refused to get involved in the decapitation of Iran, I have a suggestion for you. Number one, buy from the U.S. We have plenty. And number two, build up delayed courage, go to the strait and take it. You have to start learning how to fight for yourself. The USA won't be there to help you anymore, just like you weren't there for us. Iran has been essentially decimated. The hard part is done. Go get your own oil. Now, there's a ton of messaging in here that is designed as part of a negotiation. All right, and I want to point some of these things out. Number one, it sounds like he's talking to the United Kingdom or some of the countries, okay, but he's also talking to Iran. Okay, so number one, he's saying, hey, everybody buy oil from us, we have plenty. Okay, that sounds like, hey, buy our oil. But another meaning of this is that we can handle this strait being closed longer than you can. We have plenty of oil. That's the message. That's the negotiation message. That takes the leverage down from the Iranian side. Hey, we'll choke them out, and so oil prices will rise, and everything will be a big hassle and headache for them. Okay, well, hey, we have plenty of oil. Okay, this is the United Kingdom's problem. This is Europe's problem now. I mean, it's not. I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, it's going to hurt them more than it's going to hurt us. Now, the other thing is, hey, if Europe and the UK are allies of the US and are complaining about our behavior, that's another leverage point that Iran has. So here he's saying, look, number one, it's going to hurt you more than us, but we have plenty of oil. Number two, you guys Europe has to learn how to fight for itself. Okay, that also lowers the leverage that Iran has. So are you understanding how this is working? Okay, this is negotiation leverage. He's reducing Iran's leverage in this one. All right, make sense? All right, let me check this again here. I hope this was showing up properly. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm going to do this one more time here. I'm going to change it again here. I think that's the one I want. There we go. Okay, now he sent this one yesterday morning, I think. Now, Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day all wrapped in one in Iran. Okay, first of all, that's an attention-getting metaphor. Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, it sounds like some sort of celebration. And what he really means is he's going to blow up the power plants and the bridge. I think the bridge and the power plant, I may be wrong about the power plant. I think those two refer to this island off the coast of Iran called Karg Island that does a lot of the generation of energy. I might be wrong about that. There might be other power plants he's referring to. But these are things that will harm Iran's internal power generation ability, right? These things will hurt Iran badly, is my understanding. And it will also cause a lot of problems for those who depend on Iran's oil. Again, I may not have the details exactly right here. But now this, the other post was lowering Iran's leverage. This post is raising the US's leverage. Hey, on Tuesday, we're gonna kill it. We're gonna destroy the power plants and we're gonna destroy the bridge. And I think that's gonna worsen Iran's ability to generate oil. And so everybody who depends on Iranian oil is going to be unhappy about that. That's going to put pressure on Iran. Because, well, I'll get to why in just a minute. That's going to increase pressure on Iran. Then we have There will be nothing like it. He's trying to make it so that people's mental images of this are really bad. Now, then this is what I really love. He says, and I gotta mute myself on this for the algorithms for YouTube. But he says, "Open the effing straight, you crazy bastards, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch." Now, does that sound calm, cool, and collected, or agitated, erratic, and crazy? It sounds agitated, erratic, and crazy. Why? What is it? It puts in the other people's minds, what is this guy going to do? He sounds like he'll do it. Is he going to throw the world into financial chaos and war? He wouldn't do that, would he? Saying it like that makes them think, yeah, I think he'll do it. And then he ends up with praise be to Allah on Easter. Okay, now there's a lot of people out there who will go, oh, Trump is a Muslim. Obviously, that's false. What he's doing here is highlighting the contradiction. This is Easter. He's taunting them. He's taunting them. Okay, because the people who say praise be to Allah a lot of times are fanatical, and they're willing to like blow themselves up or right. So that's another aspect of this. It's a hint at fanaticism, at Armageddon style, willing to go down for the cause. Okay, this post is incredibly unsettling, isn't it? To those of us who are in the U.S., we're going like, what the hell is he doing? Can you even imagine what the Iranians must be thinking? Who is this nutcase? He's going to blow us all up. Okay, that erraticness makes him less predictable, and that gives Trump increased leverage for negotiations. Right? Are you starting to get it? This is all negotiations. All of it. It's all negotiations when it comes to that, man. That's what he does. Now, there was one other post that he that he put. I think that was, he says Tuesday 8 p.m. Eastern time. So he's actually put a clock. He excuse me. He put another post that said literally just Tuesday 8 p.m. Eastern time. So he put a deadline on the negotiations. That adds pressure, increases U.S. leverage. It's remarkable how he does. Now, when you think about it through what most of Twitter or the media or whoever says, who is this crazy guy? He's going to wreck everything. He's going to put us into some giant war, like millions. He's going to start World War III and millions will get killed. He's a lunatic. Okay? He's crazy. That's what that message is. But when you understand it through this negotiation filter, do you understand the strategy? Do you understand what he's doing here now? Lowering Iran's leverage, increasing his leverage. Right? And when you think about it that way, you sort of go, okay, I get it now. I'm not as, you're still unsettled about it a bit, but probably less than you were before, because you understand that there is a strategy. There is a strategy. Make sense? Yeah. Good. So I'm not sure how this is going to play out. My ideal situation would be that Iran says, fine, we'll open the strait. We'll let this, we'll clean all this up, and we'll go from there. Oh, there's one other thing. The U.S. rescued that downed pilot. They went in. They lost 2 aircraft. One of them had a mechanical issue and didn't It couldn't take off. So they brought in another one and just had the second one bomb the first one to just destroy it so it couldn't be captured or reused. And then they took the guy back and came and got the pilot. And that's another leverage issue. That's another point of leverage. Hey, look, we went into your backyard. We picked up our own guy. We lost a plane or two. Eh. That's how hardcore we are. We are absolutely willing to give up all kinds of, we're willing to lose a lot to win this. Huge amount of leverage. Huge amount of leverage. These crazy people lost 2 planes just to rescue one guy. Holy moly. Okay. It's all negotiation leverage. So there it is. I really would like the outcome I would like to see is that this all resolves, a deal is struck, and things start moving on. There is, however, and I'm going to say it here, there is another idea that I think is really great. Iran is letting Chinese and certain other oil tankers go through the strait, but not any tankers that they don't like. Well, I don't see why the U.S. doesn't stop anyone else from going through. So you stop ours, we'll stop yours. To me, that's a really smart idea. I don't know why no one's tried that yet, but anyway, we'll see. All right. So that's it for today. Thanks for joining me. If you found this interesting or enlightening or useful, feel free to share it with others. And hey, have a great day. And hopefully a more peaceful day than you would have had if you hadn't watched this. Because now you understand, and maybe your cortisol levels have dropped a little bit because you're like, I get what's happening. So have a great one, and I'll be here tomorrow morning at 8:30, and I will talk to you then.